Welcome to Survival Game. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Ilea, and this is a trivia game that tests your knowledge of survival and emergency situations. Tonight's guest is coming to us live from the very next room from me. Let's give it up for... Oh my God, sorry. There's feedback on my phone, sorry. Let's give it up for my fiance, Brandon.
Oh,
hello.
God, hey. Hello.
Cheers. Oh yeah, let me pop this music off.
Product placement.
Yeah. I wish we were getting paid for that.
Oh, one day.
One day we'll make it happen. Living the dream. How are you doing?
Very well. You know, we just spoke 30 seconds ago, but still doing good.
Yeah. We're doing great. I belched really loudly. I muted myself and you heard it in the very next room. That's good television. All right. I'm going to ask you a series of 10 questions and one bonus question about emergency and survival situations. Are you ready for question number 1?
Ready.
All right. Before we begin, I need to do my little disclaimer. Nothing in the show should be considered medical or professional advice. I assume no responsibility for the accuracy of the information given on these cards on this game that came out in 2007. I don't even know. These are old cards. Okay. Question number 1. How do you check for a pulse?
It's an easy one.
I know. Maybe. A. Press against the center of the victim's wrist using your thumb and forefinger.
Nope.
B. Press against the neck or groin for 10 seconds using your index and your middle finger. Or C. Put your palm directly above the heart and place the fingertips of the other hand in the crook of the elbow.
Is that all of them?
That's the ABC.
I'm going to go with B.
You are correct.
I thought you said he was going to be hard.
Well, that one, I always a question.
Oh, to lull me into a false sense of security.
Just to ease into it, you know, kind of like, you know, on Hot Ones, how they start out with the very mild, you know, salsas, and then
strategic.
Yeah, ease into the hot. And I always end with like, well, I try to end with a fire round, fire questions.
Do we get hot wings on this show? Do I get fed?
Yeah, afterwards, yeah. You can holler to one of the kids and see if they'll bring you something. Okay, question number 2. I forgot to wait. How can you help prevent blisters on your feet? Do you A, only wear cotton socks, B, rub baby powder on your feet, or C, break in new shoes by wearing them for 2 hours at a time?
That's weird. I'm going to go with baby powder.
That's
B?
Correct. Yay.
Even though they're finding that stuff like actually causes cancer and all kinds of...
Whoops. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Where am I? Oh, sorry. I forgot to scroll. Okay. Boom. Yes. Sorry. Even though they're finding what?
I'm pretty sure there were like a lot of cases. I think Johnson & Johnson got sued for, you know, cancer causing uses of their baby powder.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
Mainly in women using
really?
talcum powder, yeah.
Where were they getting cancer? Was it like cervical?
I think so.
Ay.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. All right, well.
Yeah, that was a bit of a downer, sorry.
It's okay. Moving on to question number 3. How do you properly treat a bullet wound? Do you A, do not remove the bullet, cut off circulation to the wound with a tourniquet? B, do not remove the bullet, apply direct pressure to the wound with your fingertips? C, probe for the bullet and remove it, then elevate the wound?
I'm going to go with A.
I'm going to go with...
Oh, really? You're supposed to stick your fingers in it?
I mean, you stop the bleedings by putting direct pressure with your fingers. It's not saying
figures.
plug it. It's just like put direct pressure.
Oh, yeah.
I know that's a tough one. If I didn't know, I totally would have said A also.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on where you're shot. If you're shot in the leg, I would definitely use a
You might
tourniquet.
need a tourniquet, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
Or
still
like,
not removing the bullet, but you're not like
yeah.
sticking your fingers in it. That's just
Maybe I feel like most gunshot wounds are like in the chest, abdomen, shoulders area, you know? But occasionally, yeah, people stray bullets hit people in their legs and whatnot. So yeah, I would definitely
need a
not
tourniquet. I don't know.
not enjoy getting shot. Oh, I've had nightmares of getting shot
Scary
for like, and I told you my last dream. It was like I got shot point blank in the face, and then the following night I found out that my friend's son was killed that way. And then I can't even talk about it right now. It's just going to make me really sad. Let's move on. Let's go to question 4. I don't want to be a downer, Brandon. Don't let me be a downer. Okay, question 4. What should you do to prevent serious illness after a flood? A. Clear the area around your house of all metal objects. B. I almost skipped right to C. B. Spread a path of lime approximately 2 feet wide around the perimeter of your house. Or C. Apply disinfectant to everything that was touched by floodwater.
Man, these are a little tricky. Because I would think, A, you don't want a bunch of like, rusty stuff all around. But the lime.
I didn't even think of that. What does lime do?
I don't know. Is it like, I would think it like disinfects or kills stuff, or like maybe would prevent.
Lime does?
Just seems like what is a perimeter of lime going to do? I don't know. I guess I'm just going to guess. I'm going to go with A.
Yeah. No.
Was it the lime?
No. Apply disinfectant to everything that was touched by floodwater. Okay. Disinfect everything.
Okay.
Because the floodwater probably has poo. It's probably poo water.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So you don't want to get sick from the poo water. I mean, that wouldn't be our house. I don't think that we would ever get flooded with poo water because actually maybe. Because we have the septic in the backyard. Yep. And that did flood. And that flooded but like it didn't flood into our house. It just flooded like the chicken area.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
we took care of it.
We did. We did good. You did good.
I'm not doing good on these questions.
No, you're not. You're 2 for 2, but that whatever.
All right, let's get back on track here.
Which of the hold on, let me just beat up my microphone real quick. Which of the following statements is true about how you can survive on vegetation? A. Only eat plants with shiny leaves. B. All grasses are edible. C. All bulbs are edible.
I'm going to go with B.
Correct. All grasses are edible. Boom.
It's the only one that made any logical sense.
Yeah.
I'll just eat
I literally go
leaf.
I know.
Have some poison oak.
I know. That was my first thing. Was like everything shiny that we have around here is poison oak.
Yeah.
But yeah, I literally feed all of the grasses we have around here and weeds that I see to our rabbits and chickens. They love it. Okay. Number 6 already. How can you avoid vampire bat bites in the wild? A. Crush garlic cloves and set them around your sleeping area. Sorry. B. Cover yourself well while sleeping. Or C. Sleep in the trees.
Cover yourself well while sleeping?
Correct. Okay. Yes. You do.
Garlic doesn't do anything?
Apparently, no. Vampire bats? It works for mosquitoes, which are bloodsuckers, but it doesn't work for vampire bats.
Oh, okay.
No, they're still going to come after you. That's just a myth. I don't know. Vampires aren't even real, but vampire bats. I mean, I guess vampires are real if you think about bloodsuckers, like Spiders are bloodsuckers. Mosquitoes are bloodsuckers.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. And Billy Bob Thornton. Bed bugs are bloodsuckers. Yep. And ticks. Those are my favorite. Delicious. Okay. Speaking of delicious ticks, how can you survive on bugs? Not ticks. I don't think ticks are edible, actually. Okay. I'll Google it later. A. Maggots can be eaten raw or cooked. B. Centipedes can be eaten only when cooked and are considered a delicacy. Or C. Crickets contain high concentration of the poison belladonna and should never be eaten.
And how can you survive on bugs? Can
Do
you
you want me to
repeat?
repeat them?
Yeah. Everything but C. I don't
Okay.
trust C.
Okay. A. Maggots can be eaten raw or cooked. B. Centipedes can be eaten only when cooked and are considered a delicacy. Centipedes? Which ones are those? Are those the ones
Centipedes
that
are
are
the ones with the
flat?
bigger legs. Millipedes are the ones with like the itty bitty little hair.
Are they the kind of like the roundish looking things like that? Are those the millipedes? And then the
Millipedes,
centipedes are the
millipedes are the ones that have like armor on them.
Yeah, and then the centipedes are the flat ones that are like
Yeah, usually have quite a bit of toxins in them. So that's why I'm thinking I'm like those would maybe need to be cooked, but they're known to be venomous in certain areas.
I didn't know that.
I think A.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is that a loud
Gross.
bell?
I mean,
Does that
what if
sound
you're
loud to you?
pulling the maggot off like something rotten? You're just gonna like
Give it a rinse first, Brandon.
Yeah, just a little rinse.
Brandon, my fiance, not the president. I say that literally to everyone when I talk about Brandon. Isn't that sad? Sad that I have to say that. I'm like, oh, Brandon said blah, blah, blah. I'm like, my fiance, not the president. Like literally every time.
Let's go.
Oh, sorry. The answer was A. Okay. Question.
No, never mind.
Number 8. I didn't hear you. Sorry. How do you recognize frostbite? A. The skin is deep red in color and has a prickly sensation. B. The skin is blue, feels hot, and tingles lightly. Or C. The skin is grayish in color and feels either numb or extremely painful.
I would think C. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Frostbite would suck so bad. I don't know why. I'm always like worried that the kids are going to get frostbite in our swimming pool because it's so cold. But then I'm like, well, not frostbite. No, that's hypothermia. I'm always scared they're going to get hypothermia because they're like, they don't want to get out and they'll be there for like hours and they're like shivering. And I'm like, you guys should come out. They love it. You and them are water signs. I'm the only earth sign. I'm like, I don't like water that much. But you're a Cancer.
Kids do it. Kids can
they just hang. They love the water. Hunter's a Scorpio and Hannah's a Pisces, and you're a Cancer. So you guys are just, I'm drowning. Not really. Okay, let's move on to number 9. How can you avoid getting seasick? A. Avoid eating starchy foods and try to position yourself close to the front of the boat. Do you ever go on boats? Have you ever been on a boat? A boat? I sound Canadian. Sorry about that. Okay. B. Eat plenty of starchy foods and position yourself near the center of the boat. Or C. Avoid eating and drinking. Position yourself at the back of the boat where you can see the horizon. What? Why? Whatever.
I don't know the answer to this one. B?
You got lucky guessing there. It's true.
No, I mean, I would
B.
think that it would be the least rocky in the middle. Definitely probably the worst in the back.
Yeah, the back or the front, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume. Goodness gracious.
And it said eat plenty of starchy foods. Okay.
Yeah. And that's like breads and
all
stuff.
That stomach acid, all the starch. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. I love my breads, so I'd be all about it. Breads and pretzels and chips and
potatoes.
Give it to me. Potatoes. Oh, does bread have starch? Am I saying it wrong?
A little bit. I don't know.
I don't know either. I would just eat breads. Sandwiches. Give me a sandwich
Yeah.
before my
Maybe there's
boat
starch. A
trip.
bunch of carbs.
I just
Might be starch.
I just avoid boats. I do. Okay.
Okay.
How can you prevent excessive flatulence? I picked these questions before you volunteered for this.
Okay. You trying to say
Okay.
something? I mean,
No,
I'm
not
just
about
kidding.
you.
hmm
It's talking about me. Like, let's learn something from me here. Okay. Do you A, eat lots of raisins, carrots, and cabbage?
No. God.
B, do push-ups daily?
Hmm.
C, chew with your mouth closed and try relaxation techniques such as yoga. Those are your options.
C.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did good. It is C. C.
I would think you don't only chew with your mouth closed. Like thoroughly chew your food. That helps.
See, I always chew. I mean, I try to chew with my mouth closed, but you know me, like my allergies are the worst right now. This is like such a horrible time of year for me. So my nose is on constant drip. I'm sneezing all the freaking time. So I have to breathe through my mouth. So I'm chewing now, like, so I can like breathe too. I can't breathe through my nose unless I take an Allegra, and I don't want to take those every day because they're bad for me.
I just don't see what chewing with your mouth closed. Like maybe you're swallowing less air.
I think so. I
Okay.
assume. I don't know. I'll have to Google why. I mean, I don't know. You know what? Just fucking let it rip, Brandon.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm gonna let it rip, Brandon. Probably.
Don't fart shame me.
I mean, it's crazy. We've been together for 10 years and we still don't fart in front of each other. We're so polite and we just leave the room to release our flatulence. So
I don't want you to have to smell my ass. That's
I
terrible.
know. Ditto. That's how you keep the magic alive, baby.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
Yeah, maybe
There's
one
other
day
ways.
it's gonna go out the window. I mean, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. I just don't know
Yeah.
when.
I don't count when we're sleeping. It doesn't count when you're asleep, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Next bonus question. Fire round. Look at you, Brandon. You made it to the fire round. I'm going to do the fingers. Just, you know what this is referencing. All right. Anyway. Okay. This is the last question. This was a short show. That's cool. Whatevs. How should you move through a burning building? Should you A, wrap your head in a wet towel, shield your eyes with your hands, and move as quickly as possible? B, keep low to the ground while moving, close all the windows, and test all doors for heat? Or C, cover your mouth with your hands, open all windows to check for an escape route, and to provide ventilation?
No. What was A again?
Wrap your head in a wet towel, shield your eyes with your hand, and move as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely should try to put a wet towel in front of your face, to avoid smoke inhalation.
This doesn't say in front of your face. It says wrap your head in a wet towel. It doesn't say your face.
That's dumb. Why? What? Okay. I'm thinking B then.
That's correct. It is B.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep low to the ground while moving. Close all the windows and test all the doors for heat.
Yeah.
I mean, I say
wet
towel. Wet towel too would be good. We have gas masks, so we will literally pillowcase.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
a
what
wet
I was
one.
always taught as a kid. Grab your pillowcase. Get it wet if you're ever in a fire. Get low to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard close all windows, but it makes sense for the airflow. It's just going to feed the fire.
Yeah. Backdraft.
Definitely test all doors. You don't just go rushing into a room. Make sure it's not hot.
Yeah.
And then hopefully you make it out alive.
Well, we have fire extinguishers in every room of our house because I went
right.
crazy on Amazon that one day and was like, we fucking need fire extinguishers. So we're set with that. We've got our fire extinguishers. We got one in here. We've got, I think, 2 or 3 under the sink in the kitchen. We've got one in the laundry room. we actually don't have one in the kids' room because I'm actually scared that our 5-year-old is gonna
Pull the
mess with it.
pull the
Yeah,
pin.
he's so feral like that. So knowing him, he probably would. I
Good
don't
call.
trust him. I don't trust him. Did you see him at the birthday party? He kept
Yeah, he was
sneaking
pretty
candy.
mischievous.
He was sneaking candy. Did you see him?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Oh, our kids are hyped up on sugar right now. Hey, thank you so much for participating and being my guest. I didn't have a guest today, and you stepped up and volunteered. I didn't even ask you. You're like, well, you want me to do it? I was like, I don't want to have you do that, but sure. So I'm actually really glad that you did. And I appreciate it. Thank you
My
so
pleasure.
much. And thank you all for being here, all 5 of you in the chat. Appreciate you guys. We do this for you. We were going to stay at the birthday party. I'm like, I have to go.
Looks like we glitched.
Oh my goodness, I'm back. I am so sorry. My Starlink crashed out on us. Oh my gosh. Brandon, come here. Brandon, come say goodbye to everybody. We're back on. I think we're still live.
Oh, I stepped on my daughter's toe.
Oh, she's fine. Well, okay. So that was fun. So he was in my kid's bedroom watching. I don't know if anybody's still here, but thank you guys for being here.
Thank
Starlink needs more stats. Oh, sats. Yeah, we need more satellites, man. This is true, especially in our area. And my son's crying at me. Anyway, I'm going to end the broadcast because he's upset because he can't watch YouTube right now. And that was pure chaos. Please stop crying on my live stream.
All right, kiddos, come on.
He's fake crying. You hear that?
I feel tears.
Real tears. There's literally no tears.
I feel them coming.
You feel them coming? Let me see. Squeeze them out. Hurry, go get a jar. We got to Okay, this is so weird, you guys. I ended the broadcast, but it didn't show up as ended. Because my Starlink Oh my God, now I can hear myself. My Starlink crashed while I was ending the broadcast, and so it's just been live, which is not good. So I'm going to end now. So toodles.